Alright, so welcome back. So tonight was going to be the final push. I thought I had it all. I was going to dazzle you. And, well, I got close. So here's what I've got done so far. Obviously the upper intake has been taken off. The reason I took that off is I want to clean out under it, degrease everything. That came off relatively easy. All the bolts, no problem. Used just a, I guess just really a half-inch drive. Those came out, everything came off real simple. I was like, sweet. Because you know, I've heard there was a strip. Everything was good. So you can see I've got all the engine harness completely taken apart except for the one ground on the back of the head over on the driver's side. And boy, if it's not being stubborn. So, you know, when I take the engine out, now I'll expose that a little bit more and get a better socket on from here. Really being a booger, you know what, I'm not going to stress about it. It's going to be easy to come out. I drained the transmission fluid out. That way it won't continue to leak. I was going to change it anyway, so why not take it out now, or else it's going to start pouring out the rear seal once I take the engine out. Coolant's obviously out. I've taken the heater box on the inside out. Took the coolant out of it. Took the ECM out, put it in a bag with the bolts in that to keep it good. The engine harness, like I said, is out. And then you can see all the front accessories are off, so the smog pump's out and all that. So really the last piece I really need on this is the darn fuel rails. And they should be very simple, they should pop loose. So I went down to the auto parts store today, bought a tool. They didn't have the complete set, and I was looking for, you know, the little plastic ones you put on there, fit everything from, you know, Hyundai to whatever. So I told the guy what I was working on. He said, sure, no problem, I got it. So I looked on the back of the package for this one, and it says everything from Ford 1990 and up. So it's a 5/16 and 3/8, I believe, they go with it. And it doesn't fit. So that's the last piece I really need on this. So I'm going to have to go back to town whenever the next day is going to be. Whenever I go back to town, maybe a couple days, if not. Now, I'll get to it eventually. That's really, I think, the biggest last piece to getting this engine out is that. Now, two things I have left is going to be the clutch cable on the transmission and then the speedometer cable coming out of the transmission. I think those are the last two pieces, last connections I have. Otherwise, keep your fingers crossed. I think I've got it all other than the fuel line. So 3 things left. Well, 4 in the bolt. So 4 things left, and I think then I can take it out. And I've got bought some chain from Home Depot in town, so I can pull it out using the engine hoist and everything. I think it's going to come out pretty simple. So who knows? So let me get another tool and make a couple other connections, and I think I can dazzle you by taking the engine out. Finally. Okay, so I finally got all the pieces I need. So I got the fuel line disconnected. I got the right pieces there. Transmission clutch cable's out. The speedometer cable's out. The K-member and the engine mounts are disconnected. So I took the one bolt or the one nut off each side. So now you can see that I've got the engine basically picked up. It's disconnected from the K-member. I've now just got to take out the jack stand from underneath the transmission, basically to let the tail shaft lower, or the rear there, and then it's just a matter of just slowly taking it out. Now I'm going to try and put this engine on a pallet with a tire holding it up, and then I'm going to strap it down, try and keep it a little safer in the shop. I don't know that that's going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. So slowly but surely this darn thing's going to come out of here, and here we go. Here's the big push towards the end.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. pain.
Okay, so that is pretty much it. That was actually a lot easier than I thought. With the front cross member cut like that, the engine and transmission really came out very simply. Of course, I forgot about the ground connection on the back of the engine, so you know that had to stop, push it in a little bit, get the tension off of it, take the bolt out. But otherwise, it came out very easily. Did have a little bit more coolant in the engine I forgot about, so when I rocked it back and rocked it forward, it all slushed forward and came out the water pump, so I've got to clean up a little bit there. A little bit of antifreeze spill, nothing major. I've got a couple drops here at the back where the transmission is, so I need to clean that up. And then right now it's just a matter of getting the front suspension out. And that's really the last major pieces. I've got some brake lines, I've got the booster, all that kind of stuff. It'll kind of all come out together. And then really, that's pretty much it for the 92. So I'm going to continue working on this, but I guess if you're scrapping a car, cut that front member out. You'll save yourself so much hassle and so much trouble. I may actually cut the 80 similar to that and figure out how to make it a bolt-in feature. I'm not sure yet, but I definitely may do that. I've seen it done. If you watch Fab Forum stuff over on YouTube, he did it to his Grey Goose that he did. I mentioned that on my Instagram and that, so I may do that. Very, very good, easy way to take it out. Makes it a lot easier if you're going to keep a stock front end with the radiator support. Alright, gang communities, that's a wrap. Cut. The fat lady singing on the 92. So there's nothing left. I've stripped this thing of every plastic clip, metal clip. I took the K member out and I've just got it sitting out there before I'll get the body out, and then I'll clean everything, so the engine, transmission, all that stuff. Be a lot easier to clean rather than having to drag it past the body and that. So I'll get the body out, get it with the tractor, get some forks underneath it, pick it up, strap it over the forks. Should just basically tilt up, straight on out. So that's it for the 92. Play some taps. The fat lady singing, stick a fork in it. This baby's out of here. So now it's on to the 80. I'm going to get this other stuff cleaned up, and it's a few days before Thanksgiving, so you won't probably see this till January anyway, but that's okay, because I'll have a lot of good stuff to put up for you. So the 80's got some subframe connectors going in first before I strip everything down, and then it's a matter of just taking it all apart and see what's left. So that's it for this time. If you're taking a car apart, just take it easy, have patience. This stuff is old, fragile, and it probably hasn't been apart like mine ever. So if you have any questions, check out the Facebook groups, any forums, or just drop me a line down below. But that's a wrap on the 92. Project 9 Deuce Coupe is officially put to bed. We'll see you next time.